Alright. Whoa!
Whoa, hey, whoa. God. What a time to turn on the Hadron Collider right as we're about to start broadcasting. Complete 5 rounds of Galactic Assault is my challenge. Well, I guess you'll be stoked about that, Jared. Hello?
Hello?
Jared, yeah, wait, cancel. You have to invite Chaz to our thing.
He's not online.
He's in, yes he is. He's in our party, we're talking to him.
Yeah, but he's not in the game.
Chaz?
Yeah, I'm in the game, hold on. I think my thing got disconnected.
Oh, gotcha.
Idle for so long.
Just tell me when you're gonna do it.
I'm in the game now.
You've been my idol for so long.
Alright, we're good. We're online.
Alright, well invite him then. God bless America.
It's not showing him.
Really? I'm on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find you guys.
Actually, maybe I can just do it through the old-fashioned way. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to do this. All friends. In the menus. You're already online. What? Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, man. Hang on.
Boy.
All right. Dude, I don't see you online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe quit the game and come back, Chaz.
Yeah, I'll jump out.
But we gotta get comments off too.
Yeah, I'm working on that as well.
Chaz, come on. Multitask, man. Maybe Erica can do it.
I'm pretty sure any of us can do it.
Are you there?
I know there's a way that I can.
Is there a will? Because where there's a will, there's a way.
Alright, I guess we'll look through my classes. This should be exciting for everyone to watch.
Hey guys. It's the guy without any heroes unlocked broadcasting. Coming at you live.
That's not true. I unlocked that.
I finally unlocked all of them today.
Yeah, I got them all too. I got them a couple days ago.
I unlocked the Aiden. That's good.
Erica, can you turn off comments on the video?
Wow, you said that so
Are
demeaning.
you capable of that? This is so cool.
Would you
I feel like
kindly?
would you kindly? We're really living in the 21st century here. I'm talking to her through the PlayStation, through YouTube, through my phone. That's how I'm reading her comment.
Whoa.
While Rivers is attempting to rip my headset off my face.
Rivers! Oh, I
Go
didn't even
check
know
out
I
your
could do
challenges,
this.
dude.
Alright, I think I turned it off. But I'm just gonna double check just in case.
Check out my challenges.
Here, I'll comment right now. Hello.
Hey,
Nice.
Jack.
It's disabled. Oh, Rivers is crushing my lap here.
Alright.
Stick his finger in my
Ooh. You disruptor people.
Get out of here. Dude, God. His fingers like rubbing my gum. Stop, man.
Alright, sweet, yeah, chat is disabled. Hey guys, sorry,
Chat. Hey
I'm not
guys, no
actually.
chat.
I'm not 100% sorry that chat is disabled, only because it is the day before Last Jedi, and I don't trust. I don't trust you little turds not to spoil something for me. That's just the
Nerd
honest to
turds.
God truth.
Soiled it. Soiled
I
it.
don't. Soiled it. I don't trust you guys to not spoil things. So. I figured we take the chat off for this week, so that way there was no chance it could even happen. Because
Good call, guys.
if
Good
you
calls.
if you guys were to spoil something for me, I would literally come and hunt you down and bash your faces for doing so. Bashing some nerds.
Oh, what? There's new challenges?
But yeah, guys,
Welcome
tomorrow's
back to
the Last
Jared. It's a
Jedi.
Christmas miracle.
I know. We finally got Jared back after
I know,
all
He's
this
in
sorry.
Connecticut too.
Sorry, guys.
He's
Are
like
you in Connecticut, you
spitting
idiot?
distance from both of us.
Yeah, so got a new job.
If we
been
stood
training.
next to each other and spit super hard, it would probably hit Jared.
Wait,
Right
you said
now.
you've been working on a job in Connecticut too?
No, I've been down like in the Maryland area, so working in like DC
And by
and
that he means in Maryland.
yeah, around Maryland. I've been in DC and
I
then
see.
a little bit north.
What
So.
about Marvel?
That was tough.
No, a little bit north of DC is basically just Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa.
getting up there. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple states there, I think, but
Yeah, barely.
yeah,
Barely.
just a couple.
Just
So-
a couple.
Oh, I'll join again. I'm joining
just
again,
some-
guys.
No, I gotta
Wait,
invite
I'm
him.
gonna
I gotta invite
I
him.
can invite him. I just did. I got it.
I restarted.
Okay, yeah, you're online now. You're online now, baby.
Got my juice.
Alright, let me join you guys. Alright, so tomorrow is the Last Jedi.
Dude,
That it's
Crazy.
It's here. It's finally here.
Crazy.
There's been I've been completely off Facebook
Yeah.
for like 2 days now, just so I can try to make sure I avoid any, like I said,
Dude, even-
I'm like,
even when you're out in public, you just gotta put your head down, cover your ears.
yeah, exactly. You never know,
Start singing
man.
to
People are
yourself. Oh, we
people are
got the new
jerks.
map for our
Oh,
first game.
sweet, we got Crate.
Hopefully one of us can play. Hopefully I can play as Phasma or something.
Jared, you better play as Phasma or Finn. I was
pressure.
putting in some work
The pressure is real.
over today. I was playing a lot today since I had some time off. And
Yeah.
We were playing
I played
last night,
through-
and Heroes vs. Villains was awesome. We were playing on
Heroes vs. Villains is a fun time, man.
the mode where we had a full squad, and it was the mode where, the level where Obi-Wan and Darth Maul and Qui-Gon all fight, and it was awesome.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
Except I was playing as Aiden, which is
I
not
was
awesome.
playing the story mode DLC today. I almost wish I didn't though. I did,
What?
Yeah.
and then I regretted it after I played
Hang on.
it. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. It didn't give anything away. I don't think it was just I don't know.
Give it away now.
I'm not gonna give anything away because I know you guys haven't played it yet. But
Holy cow. Can't hear you, buddy. You're lagging like a wagon. Oh, that's better.
It's probably just my, what's it called? Because I got a new mic, so it's definitely my internet that I gotta get fixed, or just get sped up. But yeah, the DLC was pretty good, except like I said, I just felt like I probably should have waited till after I watched Last Jedi to play it, which I wish they kind of would have said. Like they should have said, like, hey,
There's a little hints in there and stuff.
There's no, I wouldn't say that there's hints because I've read the books, the Aftermath series, and basically the same things that are
Yeah,
in
but
the Aftermath
I got
series.
you. But you wanted to go in fresh. I feel you.
Yeah, they're in the
Fresh
story
to
mode
death.
too, but like
Fresh.
it's like they kind of give names to things that didn't really have names in the books, and I'm assuming they may be in the movies. So I'm just kind of like,
I got you.
it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really a any spoilers. It was stuff I already knew. It was just more details about stuff that I already knew, and I was kind of like thinking to myself, oh, if this is going to be in the movie, I would have rather have learned it in the movie than learned it in the story mode DLC.
I got you. Should we back
But
out and get in the
overall,
lobby?
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So you finished all of single player already?
Yeah, I finished the whole single player storyline.
Did you like it? Cause I'm like halfway through and I
Yes.
actually am like kind of surprised by it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I definitely do like it. Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was super fun. Um, it gets weird, but it's good.
Yeah, it gets really weird.
It gets kind of weird, but it's good. It's like it's a fun playthrough. I'll probably
Yeah.
play through it again after The Last Jedi comes out.
Yeah, I'll probably try to beat through it on the harder difficulties, but it's fun. It's a lot more
Yeah,
fun than I thought it'd be, which was surprising.
Yeah, that was I like that it was I like that it was like it beat my expectations. Like I wasn't expecting like a solid story mode, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
same.
I was hoping for one, but I was thinking to myself like if we get one, it'll be like lucky, like because I'm expecting it to be kind of like subpar.
Yeah.
Especially with like the acting and things like that. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I mean, I was expecting what's her name's part to be okay, but even
Shiva.
her, I can't even remember her name. I was gonna call her Shiva.
Shiva.
I can never remember her actual name. It's like Janina or something.
Yeah, yeah. Follow her on Instagram, it's no big deal.
I wasn't expecting her part to be like super tight, but it was. Like she did a good job. Like I was pretty impressed. Like
Her character definitely has more depth than you thought it would from her presentation of it.
That's exactly, I think, what I was thinking too. It's like I wasn't expecting depth. I think that's what it was. Like,
I'm only halfway through too, so there's still more to see.
Yeah, and it gets good. Like it gets good. The ending's a tiny bit predictable, but it does get pretty good. But then, honestly, I'll say, like, they made up for that predictable ending with the story mode DLC. Cool. Like, so...
I've never played a Star Wars campaign game that wasn't a predictable ending, with the exception of KOTOR.
That's very true. Because KOTOR is, like, the most
Force
surprise ending of all video
Force Unleashed 1 was kind of unpredictable, but it was also unpredictable because it was kind of like, really? But the, remember Jedi Outcast? Jedi Outcast was predictable.
Oh, that was perfect.
Was predictable.
Really?
Except for KOTOR, because KOTOR is ridiculous.
Well, that ending is just like, that's a crazy ending, whether it's Star Wars or not. That was just a crazy ass ending either way. That was probably one of the craziest endings in all of video game history, honestly.
Crazy ass ending.
Damn it, I just said that.
Poo Poo Choo Choo and Donkey Punch are both on our team.
Cereal?
But yeah, the along with the DLC, we got the new Planet Crate, which we were about to play, but then we backed out of, so I don't think we're actually there now.
No, we're on the Death Star.
Which isn't bad. This is a fun. I finally got to play this, feeling like I never got this map.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun as the Rebels.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite map if you're the Rebels, but if you're the Imperials, it's not my favorite map.
I don't even know if I can't go through there. Whoopsies!
Camino is really becoming my favorite as I have gotten to play a lot more and getting like more used to the game.
It's just so one-sided. I feel like.
How so?
Just like, oh man, that was a terrible throw by me.
Outbalanced.
Yeah, like in terms of like the second wave, if you're on defense, it's pretty OP.
That's true, yeah.
So I mean, I like it. It's like beautiful, but all the maps so far are gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. All the maps are fantastic. Hopefully, we'll get to play Crate. But Crate came along with it, with the DLC, and
there's a Starfighter Assault map too.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Finn and Phasma are also, they're a part of the DLC. John Boyega had a little mini trailer for Finn coming out today. It was pretty interesting. It was cool seeing him do all the voiceover work for the character. Kind of gives it it gives it like that more authentic feel. I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. Because some of them are kind of weak in this one, especially compared to the last game. The last game, I felt like most of them were on point.
Yeah, I would say like I was expecting more from like Yoda. I feel like his voice lines are kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
Also, I guess Vader is okay, but he only
Vader's
has
pretty
like.
good.
I was just kind of annoyed because like most of the characters have like 1,000 emotes to choose from, and he has like.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah.
most
And I was
heroes
like,
only
oh,
have like 4.
Oh, the
It's
heroes not
kinda
have
cool.
as many.
Yeah.
Have you played Heroes versus Villains, Chaz?
Yeah, I
Because it's
have.
cool watching them talk to each other.
Yeah, the
Like,
dialogue is awesome. Which is
Yoda, someone force pushed. What happened when we were playing on Kashyyyk, Jared? Someone got force pushed off, and the robot said somewhere Qui-Gon's laughing.
Darth Maul got
like
pushed
that.
off the edge.
Oh yeah. No, that's this. Honestly, the secret gem of this game has been heroes versus villains. Like it's surprisingly
Especially compared to
good.
the first one.
And if you have
Yeah.
a small party, it's perfect because that's like the only team play you can kind of get.
Four people party, it's so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun and it's really unique. Like I said, I didn't expect it to be kind of like an arena mode almost. Like it's almost more like a battle royale type of thing than it is. You know,
Yeah, it's cool.
Like it doesn't feel like the hero versus villains from the first game. It feels
No,
a
not
lot-
at all.
It feels
It's
so much
closer to the original Battlefront 2. It's not there, but it's closer to that than the first game was.
Oh,
If we had more heroes, then it would be way closer to the
Unreal, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
Like 8 on 8.
It was fun last night though. I will say that there are some maps that are totally out of balance if you're the light side as opposed to the dark side. Like Kashyyyk is all these really small platforms, and all the light side Jedi have force push, whereas or Jedi mind trick at least. Whereas the dark side, none of them have force push. So there's you can just throw people off the map as the light side, which is pretty cool. And as a dark side, you kind of have to.
We need more dark side force users though. Like when they introduce more characters over time, I'm hoping they introduce more force users for the dark side because it doesn't feel like it's equal. Feels like there's more.
Well, who can they pull
Yeah,
from? I guess like Dooku?
hopefully there's Dooku or
Ventress
I
or
don't
whatever.
know, young, like episode 3 Anakin maybe or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that would work too. That'd be cool.
I mean, I know Grievous technically doesn't have force powers, but he does have a lightsaber.
Yeah, he would be ridiculous.
That would be pretty fun to play as Grievous. And I hear that Grievous is most likely it could be Grievous and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and
supposed to be the
Mace.
next
We need all
character.
3 of those.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. And there, I mean, by nature, there just isn't as many force use like Sith as there is Jedi, so it's going to be difficult for them to like fill in that void. That's why, I mean, it's nice to get characters like Phasma who like can be really strong even though they don't use the Force. And Finn actually looks like a pretty strong character. I just haven't had a chance to use him yet. Because like I said today, the DLC came out today, and that was like the first thing I did was tackle the story DLC before anything else. I didn't get a chance to use the new hero.
Yoda
Hopefully I
just
do.
wrecked me.
Because Finn looks like he's a lot of fun. So does Phasma, honestly. She has like
Yeah, Will was saying Phasma's really good.
I guess she has a mode like when she comes up close, she uses like
She
this
smacks you with
melee
her baton.
weapon. Yeah, she uses like her baton or whatever.
She also
so
has
that-
a crazy.
that can be pretty fun.
She has like a crazy turret that I couldn't like figure out what it was, but it kept zapping me. I was like, what is stopping me? Oh, there's Finn right there.
Alright, nice. So yeah, guys, we got DLC for this. I mean, the big thing though is that tomorrow is the day we have all been long waiting for. I'm extremely excited for The Last Jedi. I cannot wait. I figured we could quickly, since it's tomorrow, we can just real quick go over things we think are absolutely going to happen in the movie, and things we're pretty much certain just aren't going to take place as far as, either whether they be our fan theories or other people's fan theories out there, which ones we're pretty sure aren't going to happen. I'm hearing a lot so far that this movie is a lot like Empire Strikes Back. For those of you who are just kind of more casual Star Wars fans, or you find yourself on our channel because you're more of a fan of Star Wars Battlefront, than you are of the actual like movies, which would be odd. I've never met anyone yet who's more of a fan of this game than they are of actual Star Wars. But if that's your case, then there's a really good reason as to why people are comparing this. Or when any Star Wars movie comes out, Empire is always the comparison. It's always the movie that people are like, all right, how close does it get to Empire as far as how good this movie is? And it's because it's amazing. But yeah, I figured for those of you who didn't quite understand why the comparison is being made to Empire so much, that we could at least talk a little bit about why Empire is such a fantastic movie. Not just Star Wars wise, but just cinematically, it's just a really great film. And that's why The Last Jedi, if it's got any movie to beat, it's definitely gonna be the Empire. Even though I don't think anything could ever beat the Empire, but I definitely you could get close to giving me that same level of enjoyment. But you'll never, I'll never see a movie ever where I'm like, oh, that definitely replaced the movie Empire Strikes Back for me.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's never gonna happen.
I think that you gotta keep in mind it's all about the context too. I mean, if you watch Star Wars the way they came out, Empire was totally different from the first one. Like it still had the same feel and same characters and all that, but it was like a totally different tone, and everyone thought they knew what to expect when they first saw it, and they couldn't have really been much more wrong. And then the twists in Empire are just totally huge twists that you can't really match. You know what I mean? Like now we've seen Empire, so when something twists in a Star Wars movie, we're like, oh man, that was a cool twist. Nothing like the twist in Empire, and it's because Empire was sort of the first. And I don't know, it's tough. I would say I'm gonna get to be Phasma right now. I would get to say that it would. I would say that it could be good. Empire's great, but you can't be Empire. You can't even sniff Empire. Empire's just a league of its own. And
it was funny.
And like you said, cinematically, it's shot really well. It's it followed up this crazy, surprising movie that no one expected it to be what it was, and somehow lived up to the expectation. So it's it did a lot that people already thought they weren't going to get to see from a movie. And Phasma's Gun's really good. And I don't know. I think it was kind of unique. It's almost not fair to compare anything to it, and I know everybody does as Star Wars fans. That's like what every Star Wars fan on the internet does. It's just never really been my forte.
Yeah, that always seems the marker. It always seems to be the standard for. I mean, I remember when Force Awakens came out, and they were saying that it was getting compared to A New Hope, but they're like, oh, it's not better than Empire, and it's more like A New Hope and all this other stuff. And obviously, this being the second movie in the, it's gonna get compared to Empire anyway, just because chronologically they kind of fall within the same space. So, I mean, it's gonna have that comparison anyway. But the thing for me is that, the Empire, like you said, it felt so different from the first movie, and that
people don't remember it that way. We remember it now in the context of we'll marathon all the movies. You're like, oh, here's Empire, and it's really good. But people don't remember. You watched New Hope, you waited a couple years, and then Empire all of a sudden just smacks you in the face. It's just totally different from anything that had been done before it, Star Wars or otherwise. It's just a different type of movie. And and I know that it's really funny and memey, but all the Alex Jones stuff with the geopolitical commentary, Empire makes a lot of there's a lot more deep storylines to Empire than just the surface good versus evil type storyline. And then evil wins Empire. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I think
if it weren't for Return of the Jedi, the dark side wins everything, and that's crazy.
Yeah, if you think about where Empire ended, people were probably not walking out in a good mood.
They're probably
Empire
oh my god,
on
how is
such a
this
rough
ever
note.
Yeah, and then at the time, the fact that it was a trilogy was an awareness, but I mean, Empire
They had
is in
to
pretty
sit on
dire
that for a
straits.
while.
It's hard to, right? It's hard to see how it's going to pull out okay in the end for some of the heroes. And
yeah, I mean, I can imagine being convinced that Han was gonna die.
oh yeah, absolutely. Or I mean, or
I can
any
imagine.
number of things like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fact. I mean, Vader. Like the fact that you just found that out and then the movie ends is insane. You got to wait a whole other few years to figure out what the hell they're talking about. And
Yeah,
I think from
that.
those perspectives, you could say that this might do something like that. Like we might
Yeah.
find something out at the end where you're like, oh
Yep.
my god, just like at the end of Force Awakens when
Yep.
you see Luke and you're like, oh my god, finally, and then the movie's over. You're
Yep.
like, wait a
Yeah,
second.
you waited the whole
So,
movie
yeah.
for that moment, and then it's gone.
Right.
And then and then it's
So
over.
I think that we could see something similar to that where you're like, wait, someone just showed up or someone just died or someone just, anything could happen. And I think that is maybe where the Empire comparisons will be drawn. But in terms of like meaningfulness and impact and things like that, it's not fair to either one. It's not fair to Empire and it's not fair to The Last Jedi. I don't think.
Yeah, I
I
think Last Jedi will be in sort of a box of its own.
Yeah.
It doesn't like I honestly have a feeling like it's gonna be one of the best Star Wars movies. I don't like I said because of when I saw Empire and it being the first Star Wars movie that I saw. It's nothing that I'm ever gonna say like I like better than it. So it's I'm not.
There's a difference between favorite and best. I think people don't remember that sometimes. But
yeah,
Empire can be your favorite.
Exactly. I'm not going into it thinking like, all right, like it's not like it's like I'm having my second kid. I'm not going into it thinking like, all right, man, this one. I might like this kid better than my first one. Like, I'm going to love them both very much, regardless of which one came before the other. So, I'm thinking that's kind of like the same situation with the movies. I'm not really worried about it being better than anything else. I'm just excited to think that people are speaking so highly of it and that the twist...
Oh, yeah.
And,
everyone's got good things to say. So.
Yeah, everyone seems to have good things to say. I've even managed to stay. I've only read like one or two little like not like non-spoiler reviews where it's just kind of like, oh, this is a really great film. I've only read like one or two of them because even those I've been trying to stay away from.
Yeah, me too. I have a friend who's a critic that got to go see it.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's tough.
And God, what a lucky
and she posted not a spoiler-free review on her critic page.
Nope.
And I texted her about it. I was like, can I actually read it? She's like, yeah, absolutely. And I read like the first paragraph and a half. I was like, I actually don't want to. Like, I really liked what I read, and I'm excited to read it. Shout out to Louisa if you're listening. I'm really excited to listen or to read it rather after seeing it. But I kind of just want to go into it fresh and wide-eyed. I don't want to have any thoughts, let alone just like looking out for a specific scene, because even spoiler-free reviews will say like Act 2 open up with a 20-minute brilliantly shot car chase or something like that. I don't want to see anything like that. I just want to walk in, see it the 3 times in those 12 hours or whatever I'm seeing it, and then get the hell out, and then I'll read everything afterwards.
That's my feeling too. I kind of do the same thing with like video games where if I think I'm gonna like a game, I tend to not read the reviews. I just buy the game. And then
well, yeah, reviews for video games are so subjective now. I mean,
they are.
They used to be so much easier to review, and now you've got people like I was reading the review for this actually in Game Informer, and it got a 6.5, and I didn't read the review, but the reason was microtransactions, which we've discussed, but that's not the case anymore. So that's not even like a review that's accurate now, and it's just so weird to read reviews now, even from sources I used to really love and read religiously, like Game Informer. And I still read Game Informer, I still get it in the mail every month, but the reviews just hold so much less weight for me than they used to.
Yeah, I'm the same way, where I don't really, like I said, I'll buy the game, and then if depending on how I'm feeling about it, I'll go through and see like, all right, is anybody else feeling this way about it, or is it just me, or am I the only one who likes this game and everyone else hates it? Like, I tend to like try to avoid actual reviews if it's something I don't know about and I'm skeptical about. Yeah, then I'll like read a review or see how other people feel about it. But if it's something I know I'm probably gonna like Star Wars, I'll go into it blind because I just want to be able to feel how I want to feel about it and not have because the thing about non-spoiler reviews is that yeah, they get me pretty hyped up and this and that, but they also put an expectation in your head of this is what I'm gonna be seeing throughout the movie, even if it's kind of just a tone.
They're like, oh, you can't wait to see the final fight. No, I don't even want to know about the final fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. I don't want to know. So I've literally avoided. I think I got through half of one, and then I was like, you know what? I was the same as you. I think I'm good without reading this.
Yeah, I read about 6 sentences. I was like, that's good. I'm done.
Yeah.
And it was nothing against the review. She probably did a great job of keeping it spoiler free. It's just that I want to be, totally fresh and.
Yeah, that's the same. What I read wasn't spoiler. There was no spoilers at all. What I was reading was literally oh, it was a real good movie, blah blah blah. And then I got to the point where it started to get, like you said, into more specifics about why it was a good movie. And then I was like, all right, I don't want to read. I would rather figure that out on my own. So. But I have been able to avoid spoilers at this point, so I'm excited to go see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that today. At this point of Force Awakens, I had seen a major spoiler, and I haven't seen anything at this point for Last Jedi. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I did turn off Facebook earlier this time than I did last time. But I also did a better job last time of actually staying off it. And I don't think that the spoiler that I saw was actually seen via Facebook. I think I saw it some other way. So, but it's been bad because I've been getting Google alerts too. They're new story about The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I get those too.
It's really annoying. But I think when I leave from work tomorrow, I'm actually going to shut off my phone. Other than just making sure Will knows where to go and actually turn it all the way off instead of just putting it in airplane mode for a couple hours or something.
Yeah, I think once it gets close to time for the movie, I'm gonna do the same because I know I know that I know it's probably the same for you guys, but people get excited Star Wars so much, so they want to talk to me about it. Whenever it's a big deal, most time of the year, nobody could give a crap. But this time of year, everybody cares about Star Wars, and they know that that's what all we talk about. So now everyone's like, "Oh, Chaz, what about this and this and that and the other?"
That's so funny you said that because my friend just texted me wanting to talk about it. Nope.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So it's and I'm fine to talk to people about it, but then all of a sudden people are sending me through Facebook Messenger and stuff, sending me different theories and stuff like that, and articles. So I've been ignoring those too because
you have to.
Yeah, one guy sent me something that was it was a Google alert, and it was somebody spoiled something, and I was like, oh, see, man, people are trying to send me spoilers. I don't want to hear that. So,
I'm actually nervous because I couldn't get early tickets. I got to go to at 11. So
yeah.
And when I went to see Force Awakens, we were coming out of the early show, and someone coming out yelled what happened in the movie.
Yeah,
to the people
you said
waiting
that.
in line. If someone does that to me, I honestly don't know how I would react. So I think I'm gonna wear some soundproof headphones and just
smart.
Be blasting music while I'm waiting in line for popcorn. Just scream at the guy at the stand, large. Honestly,
so good.
that's my only hope. And after the first time, I'm seeing it twice on Friday too with Jared, and after the first time, that's fine. But the first time, I don't want to hear anyone coming out saying, "Oh my God, that was great." I don't want to hear anything.
I don't want to hear anything.
I wish I could just close my eyes and walk around with a stick for.
I was nervous about the very same thing, so I bought tickets to go see it because I couldn't get tickets to see it at the first showing in Waterford because they were all sold out. So I got tickets for the first showing in Lisbon, and then I bought tickets for the 11 o'clock showing in Waterford.
You're never gonna make it.
Yeah, I will.
It's 3 hours long.
I will. I'll make it.
Wait, so you're going at 11 o'clock in Waterford? You're going with me and Will then?
Yeah, I'll be at because I wanted to make sure I saw it with you guys too. So I'll have seen it when I see you guys. But obviously I'm not gonna spoil anything. But yeah, I have these tickets to Waterford, so hopefully I'll make it. I'm hoping
Well,
I'll
even
make
if you
it.
miss like a preview or two, it's not like you didn't just
Yeah,
see
it's not a
them.
big deal. I had seen it. So
Dude,
and
Finn
then
is nasty.
I'm pretty sure I'm going. I'm supposed to go see it with like another friend group
You said Thomas, right?
on Friday. Yeah. So no, Tom is coming to the early showing with me
Got it.
in Lisbon, and then I'm gonna go see it with a buddy Brett on Friday, and then I think I'm gonna take Lila to go see it on Saturday if I can.
Nice. Yeah, Jared and I are going with my pops on Friday, and then I was already going with a buddy on Friday night with Carly too, and my buddy's girlfriend, or fiance. So Jared will come to that, and then I'll have seen it 3 times by the time I go back to work on Saturday. But yeah, I'm stoked. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Hey, there's Bearded Han. He looks weird.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Big questions are, first one is Luke gonna die? Like a lot of people keep sending me that, which I think is really funny. Tom actually sent me this long, basically like eulogy, kind of it was.
For puke?
For Luke dying. It was really funny.
I didn't
but
realize
yeah,
this was nothing that.
so
Sorry, go ahead.
I think that's a big one. Is Luke gonna die? Also, a lot of people are convinced by the trailer that Kylo is gonna murder his mom. That's also another big one.
I don't think
that older trailer. I don't think that.
I don't think so either.
I think that trailer was cut specifically to make it look like, oh my god, but like that's not happening.
I think a lot of the
first question, I think
yes. Yeah, I think so too. I'm bummed. I'm bummed because I believe that it's gonna happen, but
I think it'll be similar to Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon situation.
Oh,
where he's
good.
Still around to mentor. But I look at Vader. He's on the other side. You can't go here. I could easily see. I could see it happening. I don't think one way or the other. But if I watched it and it happened, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's breathtaking. I would be like, wow.
I'll be super bummed if it does happen, just because I'm like, it's Luke, but I could see how it could be important to the storyline. So that I understand. As far as like what you said, like the trailer's kind of being cut to make you believe things one way or the other.
Yeah, I think the first movie totally did that.
Oh yeah, the first movie 100% did that, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Was that not only did the Force Awakens do that, but like I feel like we have to remember that this movie is way longer than any other Star Wars movie we've gotten, and like we've seen about 10, not even like maybe like 1% of the actual movie through the trailers and stuff. So like there's so much left to actually see that I'm not convinced any of the trailer or promo material actually means what we think it does. Like I'm convinced that it's all complete like nonsense, and they just strung it together in a way that looked really exciting. Oh yeah, now we get Crate. So
and we haven't seen anything about like Laura Dern or Benicio del Toro either. And they're both like major characters. Those are both leading A-list actors.
The only
there's Hux too. Like we haven't heard anything about Hux. So there's just too many big characters that we know zero about. There's new planets we know zero about.
The poster too. You pointed out the poster too.
Yeah, so I got a poster for buying tickets via Fandango VIP.
Oh, me too. Yeah, nice.
And Luke's on both sides of that poster. He's on the dark side and the light side of that.
Which they definitely did on purpose.
Oh, look at that!
God, look at this Gorilla Walker. Holy shit!
But yeah, it's I think that, and don't forget too, in the first movie there was stuff that happened in the trailer that didn't even happen in the movies. Like there's dialogue in the trailer that never gets said in the movies. So there might be stuff like that.
That's true.
Happens. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
This planet's amazing. Did you see those like freaking crazy things from the trailer like zoom by? Those like
they put a hole in the ground that I ran into.
This is a sniper's paradise.
Crush that one. Yeah, man, just hunker down and
I don't know. I'm running around inside.
Reminds me
right
of storming
now.
the beach.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Dude, this red sand underneath this white sand is incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
when
this
you
is
shoot
pretty
the ground, it's awesome.
Some good lighting too.
I'm excited for Crate now. Not that I wasn't excited before to see the movie.
Oh no,
but
visually
now I'm
it's
so
really
excited.
cool. Yeah, absolutely.
really
Everything I've seen about it is exciting.
Those vehicles are really cool. Like how they have one of their fins is like in the sand, like that drags
yeah.
along.
Crazy.
It's really neat.
And you can already see how it's like visually disrupting.
Yeah, it's really cool. And this is a lot more of that red that we've talked about a lot, but that red motif that Last Jedi seems to have in all the marketing and all the sort of filters. This is kind of
This is so
that
cool.
come to a head. I wonder where we are.
definitely.
Look at the giant mountains. I wonder what's
I
up
don't
there.
know if I can. He's
There's
really
like
blocking.
a wall almost. It's almost like a wall that
Like a
like,
fortress,
they're
yeah.
using. Yeah, they're using like the mountain as a. And this freaking gorilla walker is amazing. I'm calling it gorilla walker. I know that's not a technical term. What are they called? I can't remember.
I've always heard him
I
called
haven't read
gorilla
any of the
walkers.
visual books yet because
I can't
haven't seen the
remember.
movie first.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're huge, like in
They're
scale.
knuckle draggers.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. I was wondering if they moved faster than like actual walkers, but they look like they
Oh
move
yeah, that
about
was
the
you that
same.
said that. You're like,
They're
do
a
they
little
run like
faster.
gorillas?
That's what I was hoping.
forgot
I was
about
hoping
that.
they ran like.
It's like, no. They do move faster. It's just, I mean, they don't sprint.
I was hoping they would go in like an all-out sprint. Like
How are they
really
not
do.
crushing the ground though? That's what I don't understand.
They're huge. Like there was one in the story mode that kind of like walked by, but it was super in the background, so you couldn't really get the scale of it like you can right now.
This place looks like a red velvet cake with powdered sugar
I
on
know, it
top.
looks so
It
good.
really does. I will say I don't know what
that's such
how
a
you
white
guys are
person
having
thing.
the time, but I'm getting like I'm getting sniped like crazy right now.
Oh yeah.
I keep going underground to avoid that, but then I die underground too, so it doesn't matter.
Ooh, that-
Yeah, I'm having a hard time like actually getting to the objective. I don't
really?
have to underground tunnels.
Objective.
And then
Wow.
everything underground is like, you're right, it is like a red velvet cake, the entire planet.
Nice, got ATST.
pretty
But
cool.
yeah, so hold on, just I'll be back in 1 sec, guys. Lila got up from Thursday.
ATM-6 defense is down.
This is a pretty sweet map.
It really is. Oh, I keep destroying
Kind of
this.
cocaine.
What?
What were you saying?
I just destroyed one of those cruisers.
Ooh.
This is really cool though. I don't really understand the
try
point so
sniffing.
far, but
Yeah, hopefully
Alright,
we get some really
sorry
cool.
about that.
Oh, apology not accepted, Chaz. Because not required.
Oh wait, there's like a, we can't go past a certain point, I see. Why? Where's the objective though? Oh, we're supposed to be defending the wall. I'm like, I couldn't even figure out what the objective was. We just have to
Yeah, we're
defend
supposed to defend the walkers for now.
Sounds
We're
good.
almost
Easy
halfway
enough.
there.
Easy enough. I'm wondering, wait, Crate is Crate the casino planet?
No,
No, that's
that's crap. I don't remember. That's the one
Oh,
Laura Dern's
God.
from, I think, though.
Yeah, and whatever the guy's name is, Fancy,
Benicio del Toro.
yeah,
Fancy
Fancy
Benicio
Man.
del Toro.
fancy man.
Fancy Man. I could never. His name
Fancio
is
del
just super
Toro.
fancy. Fancio del Toro, yeah, that guy.
He's the collector.
Right.
Yes. The collector.
But yeah, I can't remember the name of that planet. It was something else though. That one, I was reading. Oh, Canto Bite. That's what it's called. It's called
Canto?
Canto Bite.
Town of Pallet.
Oh gosh, I didn't even put that together until you just said that. That's so funny. Now I'm hoping there's like some sort of Pokemon reference.
That Crystal Fox is really an Ice Vulpix from the old region.
That'd be a nice
so
twist.
good. I would love that. That would be awesome fan service right there.
That's I'm gonna yell at people in line for concessions when I come out of the movie.
It's a Vulpix! It's a Vulpix. The icebox is really just a Vulpix this whole time. That'd be amazing. But yeah, Canto Bight looks pretty cool. It looks like it's gonna be... Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be kind of like the, because every movie has its cantina scene.
Yeah.
It looks like that's kind of probably where that takes place, except on like a larger scale. It looks like not most of, I shouldn't say that. It looked like a lot of practical effects got used for that specific world and those scenes that included Kanto in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a lot of aliens, like a lot of makeup, a lot of like I can't remember the name of the team that they use, but the guys who create basically all the monsters and all the different creatures. Yeah, that whole team, like the ones who are responsible for that. I was reading this interview with Ryan Johnson, and he was saying like basically that there's such a well-oiled machine at this point. He just like puts up a sketch, and they basically just create a working version of whatever he sketched out, because they're just that they're that good at what they do at this point, which is really, that must be so exciting. Like I can't imagine being like a Star Wars fan and having like, oh man, it'd be really cool if we could have this alien or this specific type of shit.
Here's my idea. Oh, here it is in real life.
Yeah, here it is, like in 3D in front of you. Like that must be like one of the coolest things, especially as a fan. I can't even imagine how cool that must be. Like I said, to me, the coolest thing is like to come up with like, because I always think the ships, because like the thing about Star Wars is all the ships, even though they might not make sense with our technology, in the world that they exist in, every ship makes sense. Like they all, like, they're not like no ship is just
purpose.
Exactly. So it's like, it would be so cool to be like, oh man, it'd be really cool to see this kind of ship, and then for them to build that ship in front of you, like that would be like incredible. Especially like seeing like how they've like done full on, like full size versions of the Millennium Falcon and of TIE fighters and X-Wings. Like I can't imagine
like
how cool that must
Star
be.
Trek movie. Yeah, it just to run around the hallways of it is
oh my god,
sweet.
that must be incredible. I can't imagine like how, like I know like a lot of people, like when I was watching the behind the scenes for The Force Awakens, a lot of people were saying like their most emotional moment on set was like walking onto the Millennium Falcon and being able to like see that, because it was just like, I mean, I'd probably like would literally break down. Like I would have to like sit down for a second and like collect myself if I was able to walk on like a full size like working Millennium Falcon. Obviously working to the point, but
I think the hotel in Disney's going to be like that.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be awesome.
I'm not going to be able to afford to stay there, but I can't wait to see pictures of other people go. Hopefully it's
Jared
not
will pay
something
for us all to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Jared
we'll
will go. Hopefully it's something that they make affordable to like the average person. I'm hoping it's not something that's
I
like
think I'm
super
less
low.
concerned about the price, because you could save up for like a year and go as a vacation, and that's fine. I'm less concerned about the price and more concerned about just how many millions of people are going to be on a waiting list to go. Like,
Oh, that's
so
true.
many
I didn't
people
even
that want to go.
I didn't even think of that. That's true. The first year it opens, it's basically going to be inaccessible.
Right, it's like Harry Potter
unless
World when it
you're-
opens, and they're showing like pictures from the planes where like there's just lines down the street. But it's different because it's a hotel, so it's not like a theme park where you just wait all day, because you can't.
You wait in line to sleep in the bed for 30 minutes. Ah, cool.
Wow, that was amazing.
That felt so nice. Yeah, that'd be.
But I guess they have like themes and missions and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I guess everyone gets their own mission when they show up, and everybody has like their own story arc, and your story arcs like within your party all kind of like mesh within each other and stuff like that. Like it looks super, and it's all costume. Like they put you in like full on like Star Wars garb the minute you get there. It's like
it's super nerdy.
It's pretty cool. It's really cool.
It's really
but
neat.
like you said, I didn't even think about that. The waiting list for that is going to be incredible. It's going to be ridiculous to actually be
Yeah,
able
and
to
people will
say
get
that.
like people are gonna be selling waiting list spots on the internet. Like they won't even be
Oh,
selling
God.
the room itself.
That's
It's just
true.
it's gonna be insane.
That's so true. It sucks because I'm like, I wish that wasn't the case, but it totally is.
Hold the line.
It totally is. Like even right now, for like exclusive like toys and stuff that are coming out, people are like buying them up like crazy and then reselling them back online for like
Yeah.
ridiculous prices. So I can imagine like with something like this, you're right. Like people are gonna be like, "Yeah, here's the 100th spot in a waiting list for for the Star Wars."
I wonder if
hotel."
they'll do like a lottery, like Comic-Con or something. I
They
don't
would
know.
have to make it fair.
But even that
I feel like they would
sucks.
have
Like
to.
I don't want to. Like if I want to do something, I just spend money on it and do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
hope it's cool. I'm sure they have a plan. I mean, there's got to be something in place. They probably also
Well, there's
have, like,
also going to be a
10,000
theme park, isn't there?
Yeah, but that's in California.
Oh,
Well,
that's
actually, I think they're doing
right.
both.
Oh, I thought it was just in one spot they were doing the theme park, and then they were doing the hotel at the other place.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I haven't been following. Like I said, anything that comes up Star Wars on my phone, I've
Yeah, I try
pretty much
not
ignored
to
for like, the
bother
past
with it
couple
either.
months.
But that's one thing I was like, Amber was telling me about the other day. She was like, "Oh, how cool would it be to go? Because they let you do, you know." She was just telling me all the little features, like, you know, how cool
Yeah.
would it be to like get our own like costumes and
Yeah,
all
that kind of thing for like Harry Potter would be unbelievable.
Oh
Like,
my
stay at,
god,
like,
that would be
Hogwarts or
so
something.
much
I would
fun.
never leave.
I would
would
never
work there.
leave. I would just pay to stay. Yeah, exactly. I would just work there. I would work so I could pay to stay there. I'll just pay rent. Can I just pay rent to live here? To live here forever. That would be incredible. Oh my god. Pretend that Harry Potter's real every day. But yeah. The other thing with The Last Jedi, I was thinking was, like I said, there's a lot of things that people have been like guessing that I'm pretty sure that they're 100% wrong about. One of them was the Kylo and his mom. Like I said, a lot of that was like you said, promo material. I think
Yep.
it was more the way it was shot. I don't think it's.
I would
gonna
be surprised if it happened. I just think that because Leia, we got to remember too, Leia was supposed to live through this movie.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
that's
was
just like
thinking.
a significant thing to make Kylo do. It's not even that it's significant that Leia has to die. I mean, that's significant, but it's significant because that totally changes Kylo as a character. And I don't know that they would do that just because they had to, you know, write Leia out. And it's too dramatic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
as far
kill her
as
in
you're
one
saying,
scene like
training
that.
Kylo is, yeah, that's true. And like seeing Kylo as a character, like you said, oh dude, one of these crystal foxes is running by me.
Oh, cool.
It's tiny, but it's running by me. Now they're smaller than I thought they would be. That's funny.
Grenade prep.
I thought they'd be bigger. But yeah, that was so cool. Oh my god. But as far as like Kylo like killing his mom, like it's just funny that like so many people say the same thing. Like it's like apparently Han Solo was super expendable. But like Leia is not expendable whatsoever. Like everyone's like, you can come back basically from killing Han Solo. But it seems like the general consensus is you cannot come back from killing Leia.
Oh,
like,
no.
See,
there's
I
no
don't
coming back
feel
from
that way at all. I feel like Han was
Really?
a big deal, and I don't think it really gets that sort of clout. But I think him killing Han was not insignificant by any stretch. Whoa,
Right.
downstairs
It just
is
seems
really
like
cool.
people.
But
It
it's like,
seems like people are under the impression that like, all right, he can still redeem himself as a character,
Oh, yeah,
even though
we've
he
talked
killed his
about that.
father.
yeah, big
But
time.
he can't
Yeah.
seem to be able to redeem himself. If he was to kill Leia, it seems like people are like, all right, there's no redeeming yourself for that. Like that.
Well, we
like,
talked about that. I think we talked about that back in like
It's just a
August or
different
something
bond.
because with Anakin in the sand
'Cause, like,
people, I know
even
the
think
sand
about
people
growing
aren't
up,
his
like,
father.
Like you fight with your dad, you never would
You
fight.
don't
like,
fight your mom.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't fight your mom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Anakin killed younglings. He's killing women and children of sand people. He's willing to do anything just to rescue Shmi, to like get to her. And yeah, I not that he was redeemed from doing that, but I don't think the reason he ended up turning dark was because he killed.
Yeah,
the
I
Sand
do
People.
remember us talking about this. I think our consensus was like even Vader loved his mom. Like
Right.
even at the end
Like
of the day,
Shmi was the only thing. Shmi or Padme, they both, bit it. But either one of them would have been the only thing to be able to pull Anakin back from the dark side. And Obi-Wan was close, but not enough. So
That's true.
I think Han was, going out with the understanding that he probably wasn't coming back. Especially, we've talked about this too, but especially when he and Chewie separate, because that doesn't happen.
Yep.
So it's heavy in the movie, and I think it gets less credit for being as heavy as it is than it should, because it's one of those super duper. It's kind of like Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 is like the most hated on Spider-Man movie ever, but like there are parts of that movie that are super duper heavy from like an emotional perspective for Peter, and they get sort of rushed into these 15-minute chunks of movies, so they have to make it all cartoony to make you understand what's happening, because in the comics it lasted like 12 years of comics. So I feel like this kind of thing, if you think about it for a second and think about what it means and what everybody is feeling and doing and thinking, it's way heavier and more dramatic than I've heard that scene get credit for.
Yeah. Just really quick off topic, do you think these crystals underneath the ground have anything to do with why the First Order is here?
I was thinking about that. Maybe they're huge, and they might be mining them for some kind
and
of.
it looks like they're
weapon.
mining them. That's what I was gonna say. It looks like I
there's
wonder
lots
if
of mining equipment.
I wonder if they're Kyber crystals or what kind of crystals they are. They don't.
I don't think they're Kyber, because Kyber were specific to Jeddah, but they might be something. But I haven't been paying attention to what we're supposed to be doing at all. We might be destroying like mining equipment. If we had listened to them say the objective, they might have said, "We're mining crystals." So
yeah, they probably did. Right now, we're supposed to be destroying the power consoles, so that probably has, I would say, something to do with the operation.
It is pretty industrial looking.
Yeah,
and this also looks like the place where Finn and Phasma fight in the trailer.
That's true. It looks like that this is the planet that whatever last stand that may be happening in this movie, I'm thinking it may take place here. Again, the
kind of
most
feels like Geonosis.
It's true. The thing I'm most excited about in this movie coming up to The Last Jedi is that I could be wrong about everything, and I'm still going to be extremely excited, because that just means that they came up with some awesome twists in the movie. Or if I'm right, that's awesome because I'm right. But either way, it's going to be amazing, because we could be wrong about every single thing, like where the biggest fight happens, like who dies, who doesn't die, if if Kylo turns to the dark side, if Rey turns to the dark side, or I'm sorry, Kylo turns to the light side. He's already on the dark side. So it's going to be interesting to see like what actually happens, because like I said, I could be wrong about everything and I'll still be happy with that, because that means like they came up with a way to explain the story in a way that I hadn't thought of yet, which is going to be incredible. Because I've spent 3 years now thinking nonstop about this movie. So in order to come up with something I haven't thought of yet, then they're going to have to be pretty creative, because I've been pretty creative myself. So I am really interested to see where Finn is and I have like I said, my theory about Finn's mom, I think, is going to come to light in this movie. But we'll see. I'm excited to see if I'm right about that, but I think I am. I think I get confirmed that Finn's mom is that lady Rey, who's in charge of the First Order.
Rey is Finn's mom.
Yeah, well,
I was kidding.
The other Rey. Yeah, I think it'll be super confusing if they don't explain that better. I hope they explain it.
I don't think it will be, because I don't think she's gonna be in it at all, so it won't matter.
I think she'll be in it, even if it's just like, oh, this was his mom. And this is what's happening.
This is crazy. Are you guys in one of those things?
What?
Oh my god!
This is
awesome. You
way better.
one of like the vehicles or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I should have.
Oh, I just ran into the... That was dumb.
It's really hard to steer it.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to. I was gonna run over someone and then ran right through him to the gorilla walker. This is awesome, man. Oh my gosh.
That big cloud of red that shows up in front of, like, when you, like, throw the bombs down in front of the walker. So cool.
Oh, I crashed.
You're right. This does feel like
ATM6.
It's gonna be like, oh, nice. ATM6.
I just crashed into it and it said ATM6.
I think you're right,
It's
Gary.
kind of
I
like a
think this is
mixture
gonna
of
be like
Hoth and Geonosis.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think this is gonna be like Storm the Beach type scene in the movie where it's kind of like all. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like all or nothing because it's like that big wall is so menacing. Like
but they did that in Rogue One though.
Which scene in Rogue One?
The scene where they're storming the beach.
Oh yeah, but I see. I thought you were talking about like having a huge wall. Or a wall
No. The beach motif.
Oh yeah, they did kind of have that. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't know. I never think about Rogue One when I think about the movies. It probably isn't. Which probably isn't good for Rogue One, but when I think about it in like the terms of Star Wars movies, I kind of set it aside and put it in.
I know. I was thinking like I didn't get a chance to, but I was thinking I wanted to watch all the movies before the new one. I was like, all right, that's 7 movies. Like I totally forgot to count Rogue One in my calculations.
Yeah, I was rewatching them today while I was playing some multiplayer. I was rewatching I was rewatching A New Hope, and then I started Empire, but I didn't finish it. And then I thought to myself the same thing. Then I was like, all right, I'll go to this one. Then I'll watch the prequels. I completely didn't even add in Rogue One to that. Like, I didn't even think about Rogue One.
Yeah, it does seem like it's completely separate.
It does, and it's funny because now that we're closer to The Last Jedi, I actually I don't keep forgetting we had a movie in between. It just like, I don't know, it's just like it feels like even though we had that movie, I still was kind of waiting on Last Jedi. Like I wasn't really like, it's not that I wasn't happy with Rogue One, it just wasn't, it didn't fill that that I was feeling for Star Wars.
It's not a Star Wars movie. You just made my own argument for me.
It wasn't the most Star Warsy of the Star Wars movies. I will concede to that.
It's not a Star Wars movie. It's a war movie with Star Wars names.
It was it definitely was more like a war movie. I mean, that's true. I mean, I like Rogue One. I think it's on its own. It's a great movie. I just think you're right. It fits weird. It fits oddly into the Star Wars realm. It doesn't quite find its mark, especially like when I was rewatching, A New Hope and Empire, and like not having the crawl. Like as much as I don't want it to bother me, every time I watch Rogue One, it bothers me that it doesn't have a crawl. Like, and I know it's so dumb. Like it's such a dumb reason to be like annoyed by, but like it bothers me. I'm like, well, it's so easy. Just put the crawl in. Like it's not that hard to do. Like it's not even like, and it's not even like it would have taken anything away from the movie. Like it would have been just as good as the movie if they added a crawl. Like I don't, it's such a dumb reason, but it's the reason I have, I guess, to be weird about the movie. But yeah, I kind of felt like even though we did have Rogue One in between Force Awakens and Last Jedi, I still was kind of just more waiting for The Last Jedi to come out. Which I'm excited is finally now happening. We're like, let me see. I literally downloaded a timer like they have in Fanboys, like straight up. Because that's how excited I am. Not to mention, I've watched Fanboys like 8 times in the last like 5 days to get myself hyped up for the movie. So we are at, let's see what my little trusty app tells us. Yep, scanner reads douchebag. Oh my god. Alright, we got 1 day and 5 hours and 45 minutes before the last
That's just a countdown till Friday. That's what a regular clock does, buddy.
Yeah.
I thought you were counting
Wait,
down
is
to
this
what
just a
time you're going to
countdown?
the
Is
movie.
this a countdown? Yeah, this is what it says when the movie comes out. Has this been lying to me the
No,
whole time?
that
It's
just
counting
tells
down
you
to Friday?
that you just counted down Friday to midnight. I'm proud of you.
Is that's when it comes out though?
Well,
Or
it comes out
Thursday.
tomorrow at 7. I thought you were counting down to that.
Oh, I guess my timer's off. So I shouldn't trust,
Scanner read.
shouldn't trust my timers. Oh my god. Yeah, either way, it's on its way. It's
Either way,
coming
either way.
tomorrow at 7. Either way it's fine. Either way it's fine. Tomorrow is The Last Jedi, guys. We've been like talking about. I didn't like. I was nervous to like get too deep into my theories because I kind of want to like I said, I'm almost even trying to forget my own theories going into it and just like take it all.
That's what happened for me with Force Awakens. I was thinking so hard, and then the movie finally started, and my brain just went blank.
Yeah.
And, plus, I just seen 6 Star Wars movies in like 18 hours.
That's true. I was gonna say like you also. Oh my god, this vehicle's awesome. I was gonna say you also just like sat and like basically binge watched hours worth of Star Wars, so that probably didn't help. Which way am I going? Oh my god! Oh, we gotta go back the other way.
You gotta fall back now. I think they're gonna make you get up.
I love this little vehicle. I wonder what these are called.
XT-19.
Oh, okay. These are awesome. They look really cool too. Oh, speaking of vehicles in this game, freaking have you got to fly Kylo's ship yet?
Yes.
No, but Starfighter is
It's so much
good.
fun. Kylo's ship is fun, dude. His ship is awesome. It's
What's
fast.
it called? VV4XD is what the name of the ship is.
Oh, yeah.
V4XD.
Sky Speeder. Sky Speeder.
Basically a land speeder for this guy.
But they're on the ground though.
That's why I said for the sky. Ooh, I can be Finn.
Nice. You gotta tell me how Finn is.
Dude, Finn is so good. I used him 2 maps ago. He's
All
ridiculous.
I want in my life is to have that jacket in real life.
He has this mode where he
as a
goes
hero.
like ninja. It's crazy.
Where he goes ninja, you said?
Yeah, like you can't see him on the
Undercover
map.
team.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the only hero that can do that, so it's pretty sweet.
I keep
Jedi. No,
wondering.
that's not true. Someone else can do that too. I don't know.
I keep wondering
That's
how
someone
he
else.
winds up back in a First Order uniform.
We'll find out.
And not only
Yeah,
I
we'll
guess,
find
right?
out. You'll find out in, what did it say? 29 hours.
In
or
one
something
day.
stupid? Oh my god, I have to fall back. If I don't fall back and I'm Finn, I'm gonna be very upset. No, I'm getting killed!
But also, I wonder because in one of the parts in the trailer, he's like standing in front of the First Order army, and it's hard to tell if they're walking him down like a hallway because they caught him, or if he's walking them down because he's like in charge of them all. Like it's difficult to tell which way it's going. So I'm wondering if he like somehow gets convinced by the Resistance to like rejoin up
No.
with
No.
the First Order just so he
Absolutely
can be
not.
like a double agent.
No, because he
or something
fights.
like that.
He fights Phasma. No, you're wrong. We already had this conversation. You
But
asked
then
if it was
why
a
is
double
he,
agent
why
like a
is he in
month
a
ago.
First Order outfit?
Why is he fighting
Because he
Phasma?
is.
He's infiltrating their base, dude.
Yeah, but yeah. But why him? I don't know.
Because he knows
He
how it
knows all
works.
the stuff.
He knows how they
Yeah,
work.
I guess that makes sense. It just looks like in one of the scenes, it looks like he's walking a bunch of stormtroopers down a hallway.
Oh
And like
my
I said,
God,
it's hard to
Chaz.
they're walking him or if he's walking them. I'm just saying.
Chaz, you need to get some sleep, buddy.
I haven't slept much, you're right. It's difficult to know. It's difficult to tell.
not
I'm excited to
difficult.
find out. But he
Don't
obviously
be that
fights
excited.
Phasma.
That's the least exciting thing from all the Star Wars trailers.
No, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a bigger deal than we're thinking. I'm convinced. It's gonna be a huge deal.
Whoa, this gun's really good.
Is he have a pistol or is it like a?
It's both.
He's both.
Oh,
But
he's like
his primary is really good.
he's like Jin from the first game.
Nah, he's way better than Jin. Let's be real.
Well, Jin's gun was.
Jin's gun was
out of this
amazing.
world.
Her gun was awesome. That was my favorite weapon from the first game. Her weapon was that's all you needed.
What was it called?
Was
The
that pistol?
A180?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it was awesome. And it just looked the coolest. It looked like it had like a silencer on the front of it. Like,
Yeah, it was pretty
It
awesome.
was the only one that looked like it was not gonna work as a killing machine though, because she like screws the rifle barrel on it, and now it's like a paintball gun.
yeah.
Oh,
And how she gets it,
there you
how
go.
she gets it in the game is pretty, or in the movie is pretty funny. So. I think that
It's
was
so
probably my favorite
stupid.
part. My favorite part of the movie was K2, man. He was cool.
Yeah, he's the only good part.
The odds are high.
He was,
Very high.
They're very high. He was really cool. I liked his character, and I like the Oh god, I can never remember their stupid names because they're weird. They have such weird names. His name is like Malbus or something.
Oh, the guy,
big guy.
with the giant mouth.
No, the blind guy and his helper there. I can never remember their name though.
The
From Rogue
Guardians
One.
of the.
The Guardians of
Wills?
the Wills, but I can't remember their names.
I don't remember their names either.
What
I
you
never
said
remember
was
their
easy.
names.
The blind, it was. I think the
The
big
blind guy
guy's
and his
name-
helper.
The blind guy and his aide. That's what they are. That's his aide. I can never remember his name, but I think it's like Malbus or something. And then the other guy, the blind dude. he
That
has,
doesn't
like,
sound
simple-
right. I don't know.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, the big dude's name
Malgus.
is it's not Malgus. Because I
No,
was
it's not. That's correct.
I remember the only reason why I think it's Malbus because I remember it being so close to Malgus
If
that
you
I
would
was like, why
stop
would they
saying
do that?
Malgus, I'd be able to think of his name. Shut up.
Malgus.
It's definitely close to that. Something close to
No.
that. I can't.
Oh my
I don't think it's close to Malgus, I'll be honest.
It's not close to anything
It
that you
is, I'm
said.
telling you, it is close. To
Oh, there's a Vulpix.
Yeah, see, they do look like little glaceons or whatever.
Whoa.
They look like the ice Vulpix from Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Ice Sandshrew.
I have not picked that up yet.
Oh, well, then
Which
you
one?
don't
The
know.
first game? Or the second one?
No, I haven't picked up Ultra Sun and Moon.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
No, I played Sun. Yeah, I played Sun and Moon just now. Ultra Sun and Moon. I don't know why. Mostly because I've just been busy working, so I haven't had time to go to.
Well, and this
GameStop
came
yet.
out, so I don't blame you.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
downloaded
on like
this
the same
so-
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded this. I didn't have to go to GameStop because if I would have had to go to GameStop, I would have picked up Pokemon. Because I always
Oh
pick it
no,
up. 'cause
I
it's
just
always
mean that
so cheap.
if you had it, you wouldn't even play it. Though is what Jared's saying.
Oh yeah, probably not. You're right. I don't really have the time right
Oh,
now.
I'm getting killed.
Dude, this guy on our team has
No.
78 kills. Oh my gosh.
Bonkers. He must be playing as a hero. If you can play heroes well in this game, you can last a long time.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
what
not
none of
like
us do.
yeah, it's not like the first game where it's kind of like well, there were some heroes in the first game that you could go on a freaking tangent.
Bosk.
Oh, yeah.
Bosk was insane. Bosk is pretty good in this game too. I see a lot of people go on killing sprees with Bosk in this game.
The thing about the heroes is it's all about how much you've invested into upgrading them. Like you
Yep.
can upgrade their powers so that you heal yourself with a kill or whatever. But
It's annoying that it's. I mean, I understand it. Like where people are upset. Like it just does get. It gets irritating that you don't get crafting parts more frequently. I wish you got more because
it's all
like
about
that
the challenges.
the challenge. Yeah, you're right. That's true. You can get crafting parts to that there, but I'm like,
And you can get
I want to
crafting
go,
parts
like,
from like
upgrade.
arcade mode. Like you don't have to just play Galactic
They just
Assault
don't
all
give
day.
them out.
I
They
think
don't
that's the
give 'em a
trap
lot.
people fall into.
No, yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. You have to work really hard to get like 35 crafting parts.
and then like it sucks because some people are doing like the rubber band thing.
Yeah,
Where
we
you're just like
We ran into
last night
that.
we were playing against 3 people out of 4 who were doing that in Heroes vs.
so annoying,
They
man.
were
It's so
so
irritating.
funny. It's funny because all four of us were on the team, so we didn't have to deal with someone on our team like that. And then we would play against people who were doing it, and they were playing in a team with people who were not doing it. But they didn't realize that the teams wouldn't switch after the game because we had a full party. So.
Oh right. Yeah, that's I like it sucks that people are doing that, but I understand to a point why they are, but it's annoying because like
they wake up and they have like 40 packs.
Yeah, exactly. For people who play the game,
it's Malvis. Shut up, Erica.
Ah, see, I was right. I told you it was close. It was close.
You didn't say you were close. You said you were right.
Yeah, I said I was close. I'm right that I'm close.
The other guy's name is
what was it?
Chiru Ime
That's who I was thinking of. I was like, Malgus is not even close.
Yeah, I was thinking of the big guy.
Oh, the big guy is Malvis.
And I knew it was close.
Malgus.
I knew it was close to
Malvagus.
I'm pretty sure they don't say his name at all in the movie. I don't remember them saying Malvis.
Me either.
I remember his
Chirrut.
life partner saying it.
Life partner. Hetero life mate.
His hetero life mate, I remember him calling him by name at one point in time, but I don't remember what the scene was. But I could have swore he called him by name at some point in the movie, but I've watched Rogue One properly.
Right as the dude's about to go die.
That's true.
I just think you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm definitely right. Because I remember it being very close to Malgus and thinking, well, that's weird. Why would they reuse the name?
Just like Ray, you freaking idiot.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But either way,
that's small.
Yeah. So I like those characters in Rogue One. I thought they were pretty fun. And I never got to read the comic book.
Chirrut and K2 were the only two characters I like, which is sad because I actually wanted to like Diego Luna's character a lot, and I hated him so much.
Really?
I like him as an actor. It was really cool to see, a Mexican actor in a Star Wars movie in terms of representation. But his character was so stupid.
Really? That's so funny that you think that.
Oh my god.
I didn't.
I have done bad things since I was 6 years old. You shoot his friend in the back. Yeah, you just shot your friend. Like 5 minutes ago, you're like, it's gonna be okay, man. And you shot him, like, you put your gun inside his jacket and shot him. Obviously, you're a jerk. Like, no one's arguing with you. That's what I don't understand. He's like, I'm a jerk. Yeah, we all recognize that ahead of time. Like, why she falls in love with him at the end, I don't understand.
That I don't get. I will say that
together,
seems weird.
That's so stupid. It's just like a
seemed odd
fixed relationship.
I didn't understand why. I thought maybe it was like, they would like embrace his friends or something. But when they were like super romantic at the end, I was actually confused about that because I was like, wait, at no point in time
I just wanted to see
I
them turn
get any
into
sense.
skeletons and get their skin melted off because I was so annoyed with them. Chirrut was awesome, and K2 was awesome. But Chirrut is also stupid as a character. He freaking no-scopes a TIE fighter out of the sky with a crossbow.
That was amazing.
That's not amazing, that's dumb. He's not a Jedi.
That was freaking incredible.
Literally the best Jedi of all time could have done that. Yoda could have closed his eyes.
Anakin could have done that with his eyes closed, man.
Alright, so Anakin's the chosen one. And all of a sudden, Chirrut is on the same plane as him. Like, he literally didn't look. He had his arms facing behind him. And he just like
the best thing
twitched
ever.
his jaw.
That was the best part of the movie.
No, the best part of the movie is when they put the hood over him and he says, "Are you kidding me? I'm black."
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's the best part of the movie. But other than that, it was so stupid. And then the stupid slug thing that like eats his brain. They're like, "Oh, I guess he's never coming back." And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Wow, that was not fun." Like
that was weird. I didn't get that. Like first off, it was kind of like
they built it up like it was going to be terrible, and all of a sudden he was fine. Like he was a little woozy. And then the like lead henchman for Saw Gerrera, the alien guy. That guy was ultra badass, and he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Yeah, I thought he was gonna have more of a review from all the toys they put out of him.
Yeah, like he watched whatchamacallit, Jin, I almost said Ray, Jin shoot that dude or whatever, and he was about to drop the grenade, and you're like, uh-oh, he's about to turn her in or something, and literally nothing happened.
Yeah,
he was like the Boba Fett of Empire to Rogue One. Like where he might have a better backstory that I'll never care about because he was so in the movie.
Maybe that's true. I will agree that alien thing was weird. It reminded me of that episode of American Dad.
Don't worry about where they had hentai.
No.
Baze Malbus. I remember him being called Baze. But Malbus is his last name, not his first name.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that stuck with me. Why Malbus? Like I said, maybe because it sounded so much like Malgus that I was like convinced that that's what it was. But yeah, I think that monster thing was kind of weird. And then, like you said, it was odd that he was in the jail, and then he basically was just like, "Snap out of it, man." And then he's like,
I didn't realize that was the secret, the password. The magic word was snap out of it. I would have done that earlier.
He was like all in his haze.
They're like, he's never. This thing turns you insane, and you never come back from it. Like I thought he was gonna turn into like Neville's parents and just like babble his life away after that. Instead,
I at least thought he was gonna be like weird and quirky after that. He went back to normal pretty quickly.
No, he literally immediately. Like they may as well have not had the alien thing in the movie. Like the only reason they had an alien thing in the movie was because they're like, well, the movie has the word star in it. I guess we should probably throw aliens in there once in a while. Like that thing had 0 point. It was so stupid. I'm getting mad right now. It's so dumb.
Because I do agree with you. What's his name? Saw Gerrera could have used some sort of different mode to figure out whether or not
the torture droid that Leia gets. Like there's a million things that he could have used that are readily available instead of this ultra rare, only one in the world monster. That doesn't do anything. You would, because you like hentai. This ultra weird monster that doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You would like raise. Never mind. It was silly, and I feel.
Not to mention the name of it was really weird. What was it called again? The Bogalit or Borgalit?
Dude, I have no.
Yeah, no one could say it. That was the other thing. One person would say it, and then another person would say it, and they would say 2 different words. He's like, "Bubala." The other one's like, "Oh yeah, bubble it." It's like, oh my God.
I can't remember what it was called. I think it was like the Bogalit.
Bogalit. Ooh, there's a new ship. What is this?
I don't know.
Tali Lintra? Oh, that's the girl. The what's her name? The Asian girl.
Oh, yeah, little lady. I can't remember her name now.
Tali Lintra.
The character.
It's only $5,000 to unlock this thing.
Her ship, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if she'll be playable as a character at some point in time. That'd be interesting. I don't know. Like, I would like her as a character only because she's small, so that'd be fun. Little like small hitbox. I think I was actually thinking to myself, Maz Kanata would be fun to play as.
What?
That could be
Just stares at you with her glasses.
Yeah, her powers.
I've seen these
like,
eyes
super
before.
magnifies.
She would be fun.
Maz Kanata would be fun. What's wrong with you?
She would be
She
awesome,
could be
dude.
Yoda's homie. They could just run around the grass.
Exactly. Because she's like 1,000 years old, but she's still, pretty spry for her age.
How do you know?
She hooks up with Chewie.
Whoa.
She's
What have you been watching?
She's got to still be feeling pretty young if she's
You
still
guys are
hooking
into
up.
weird stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
She's just in the movie. She talks about she loves him, like it's her boyfriend, and then in the story mode for
She has
this
a crush
game,
on
like
him.
they
Doesn't
bring
mean
it
she's
up
been
again.
with him.
I know.
I don't know.
Like,
They bring
it's like when
it
your
up again.
2-year-old likes a boy at the daycare. You're like, oh, it's her boyfriend. Like that's what.
They bring it up again in the story
or
mode.
like my
and
grandma likes
it
Elvis.
seems a little bit
She's
more
like
into
Elvis
it.
is my boyfriend. Like
I
that's.
don't
You're
know.
a weird guy, Chess.
I don't know. But like I said, the story mode makes it seem like it's more than that. So we'll see. We'll see. Who knows?
So I guarantee you the reason Finn's wearing First Order uniform is because he's going undercover to infiltrate. Because all of his powers are named like undercover team, and yeah.
Ah, dude, you ruined it for me. Dang it.
Spoiler.
I
Yeah,
thought
no,
maybe
agree.
I thought maybe they convinced him to rejoin the First Order.
That's what I was hoping. That's what I was thinking, man.
And then since Phasma fights the rebels actually convince her.
Phasma, they actually switch. Just like Kylo and Rey.
Come on, crazier things have happened.
That's not
Crazier
true.
That'd be pretty crazy. That'd be pretty out there.
Crazier things have happened. I'm certain that something along the lines of that happens. At least if I was the one who wrote Star Wars movies, at least we knew that they'd be interesting. That's
true.
They would at least be they'd be fun to watch. But yeah, so tomorrow.
You're right, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh god. So tomorrow's The Last Jedi. As you can see, we're like super excited to see what's gonna happen. It could be anything at this point. It's something as crazy as
It couldn't be anything.
Finn
there's a
Finn rejoining first. Finn, let's see. Tomorrow we'll see. I could be right. I know I'm definitely right about a couple things. Finn rejoining the First Order. I might not be right. I might be wrong about that one. We'll see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. And luckily, we only have less than 24 hours to go. Or is it less than 24 hours? No, it's not.
Yes, Chaz. It's like 21 hours.
Chaz, it comes out at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Jesus,
Yeah,
is it past 7 o'clock right now? Is it tomorrow? Then it's less than 24.
It's less than 24 hours away. We're almost there. So close. They can taste it. I'm excited. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing sort of like a reaction video, I guess, or something like that, to post up on Talking Sith and on Cute Gamers. I'm going to try to do it right after the movie, but I'll probably be in my car making my way to the next showing. So I might not have time to do it. But if I do have time in between movies or if somebody else is driving me, because I also plan on seeing if I can get a designated driver so I can drink a lot tomorrow, since I don't have to work. So
where are your seats at the late movie?
I'll have to check. They were like around like the middle because that was like all that's left. So I'll have to check again and see where the seats are. But they were like somewhere kind of like I said, they were in the middle area because there wasn't much left in the theater. I think Waterford's basically going to be pretty much sold out. It looks like.
Oh, it already is, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting trying to get from one movie to the next. Run a little late, but yeah, guys, we'll talk to you guys more.
Yeah, definitely get one. They don't look like replacing it. Yeah, definitely did. I also, yeah, I want to put new suspension on it too.